first and only dark skin activist is in the building. I am the reason that anybody on YouTube, social media, even reality TV, I'm the reason why anybody speaks on dark skin and colorism and light skin and dark skin. The reason why I say this is because I started Dark Skin Activism, which is the first platform in history to fight to end what some people call colorism, but what I call darkism. I started this movement before social media existed, way back in 1998. And when I brought my movement to social media, it took a while for it to get noticed and for people to understand what I was doing. But really in 2015, which is 10 years ago, I went viral for calling out the rapper Kendrick Lamar's darkism. And I went really social media famous because all the popular blogs and bloggers and all these folks, they got wind of what I had said, and they started to blog about me. They started to write about me. And what happened from there is people on YouTube and other people began to know about me, but they wouldn't give me credit. They wouldn't say I got this from that woman named Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist. They all began to claim my work as their own, and people went back to their respective channels and they started blogging about dark skin and colorism and light skin and dark skin without ever being honest and truthful and saying, well, I got this idea to talk about being dark skinned or to talk about colorism from Rashida Strober. So every time I go live, I'm always going to repeat the same thing because I'm still very angry about it. I'm still very upset that people have stolen and ripped off my work. And I'm never gonna not speak out on it and tell my story about black women, black men, and people in general on social media who have stolen from my work. As long as I have a platform, as long as I come somewhere to speak, whether it be on YouTube or in person, I'm always going to tell how people have been stealing and plagiarizing from my original work called Dark Skin Activism for years. You guys can, if you want to support my work, you can hit my Cash App. My Cash App is $RASHIDA'Lala. Once again, $RASHIDA'Lala. Once again, $RASHIDA'Lala. And I'm repetitious about my Cash App because I don't get enough donations. You know, I've been on YouTube for a long time, people stealing and plagiarizing and taking from me, and I've never been really adequately compensated for my work and my ideas. So if you feel in your heart to compensate, to help compensate, to bless me, hit the Cash App. It's $RASHIDA'Lala, and you can find my Cash App in the description to this live. The books that I've written, they're either on Amazon or my website. Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book for dark skinned females. Also, Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. And you know, you can get all these books by simply Googling them, or you can go to my website, whichever you prefer. I would love to produce my play, or it's actually not a play, it's a show called Burnt Black Crispy Biscuit. It is my goal to get it produced in 2025. If you want to partner up with me, contact me. Just go to my website, which is darkskinactivist.com, and you may be able to find, or you will be able to find, my email address there. I'm still triggered and upset by the comments that a person has disclosed to me over the last week, speaking about people that don't want to see me with a man. People in my own race that don't want to see me with a man. You know, and this is something that I faced my entire life, and I faced it from black females. Yeah, black females. A lot of times, you know, you go, well, it's the black man's fault, or it's in large part, should I say, the black man's fault, because the black man is the one that's choosing who they want to date and marry. So a lot of times we have blamed the black man for darkism, in terms of, because it so affects dark-skinned women when we're talking about relationships, when we're talking about getting married. That's the big one. That's when we really start to feel some type of way when the black man doesn't choose to date or marry the dark-skinned black woman. When there's, for example, a successful black man, that's usually, people like to quote the athletes, the actors, the entertainers, that decide that they don't want to marry a dark-skinned black woman. They want to run after a non-dark-skinned woman, so-called exotic looking, etc. But we don't put enough attention on what black women be doing. And not just black women, but non-black women do it sometimes too. But, you know, a lot of times, non-black women, non-dark women, who are also black, because they could be non-dark skin rather, and black at the same time, we don't put a lot of emphasis on calling them out for how they have contributed to darkism for dark-skinned black women. And even sometimes, sadly and ironically enough, dark-skinned black women contribute to darkism against their own dark-skinned sisters, because they have been led to believe that they're not worthy as a dark-skinned black woman. They're not good enough as a dark-skinned black woman to have a good husband. And so they project that belief onto other dark-skinned women. And so they're in disbelief, or they start to show envy or hateration towards another dark-skinned black woman that looks just like them, if that dark-skinned black woman gets married, or if she got a good man. So what I'm saying is, for the better part of my life, I've had females, including non-dark-skinned females, non-black females, black females, dark-skinned females, light-skinned females, brown-skinned black females, hate on me because they felt that I was too black and ugly to have a man. Yeah. Very jealous, very envy-hearted. And, you know, they look at you, some of them, and feel that you're ugly. They feel that, well, why would he want to deal with a ugly woman like her? Why would this man? I've even had females tell me this. They haven't necessarily said it to my motherfucking face now. They ain't said it to my face now. They ain't did all that. They ain't did all that. I'm not saying that they done said it to my face. They ain't said it to my face now. Not to my face. Not to my face. Because saying it to my face might be a problem. Might be a problem. Hey, Royce. Hey, everybody that's watching. I don't wear sunscreen. Hey, Prairie. Hey, AC. Hey, everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody that's watching. But see, what they do is they'll talk to other females and say this, or they'll talk to the man that you're dealing with and they'll say this. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the courage. They don't have the audacity to say it to your face. If they think you black and ugly, if they think you unattractive, if they think you black with a bad body, if they think you black and overweight, too big, too fat, too sloppy, whatever the case may be, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to say it to your face. You know, they're not going to say it to your face. They're not that bold. They lurk. Notice I use the word lurk, and I use that word on purpose. L-U-R-K. They lurk behind them freaking scenes, trying to tear you down behind your back. These bitches hide in the bushes. They hide in the bushes with their attacks. You know, they camouflage themselves. And they may camouflage themselves as friends, as associates, as pleasant. You know, they may camouflage themselves in many ways. I done seen it all. But just know, these bitches is backstabbers. Behind your back, And if they feel that you got something that they want that you shouldn't have because you're too black and ugly, you're too dark and unattractive, you look like a man, why would a man want to deal with that when I look better than you because I'm brown skin, or I'm light skin, or I'm not black? Why would a man want to deal with that thing right there when he can have this? That's these bitches' mentality, y'all. Make no mistake about it. And can't nobody tell me that what I'm saying is wrong because I've experienced it. You can't discount a person's lived experience. No matter how much you don't like what I got to say, no matter how much you're in denial about the truth of what I'm saying, what you can't do, what I'll never let anybody do, is discount what I actually lived through, what I actually experienced. Because it's experience, what a person experiences, what a person actually lives, that's fact. So you have to ask yourself the question, why do these females commit darkism against dark-skinned women and don't want to see a dark-skinned woman in a relationship or have a man because they feel they look better than her? They feel that the dark-skinned black woman is ugly. They feel that the dark-skinned black woman, and I'm talking about myself in the way that I have been treated by some black females, they feel that I'm not deserving. That's what some of y'all black women do. And y'all non-black women do it too. Because I'm putting all y'all in the same damn category. I done had this happen to me with, like I said before, black women, brown-skinned women, dark-skinned women, non-black women, different skin tones of women done thought that they ass was better looking than me because of their skin tone, and wondered, well, what the hell is he doing with her when he could do better? And I'm here to tell y'all, to the women that's doing this, and only to the women that's doing this, I'm talking about the women that's doing this. You bitches are some slimy ass bitches. You ain't no good. You hoes are some jealous, low down, trifling ass bitches. And what you fucking need to be doing is you need to be worried about your damn self. You don't need to be worried about why a man want to be with whatever female he dealing with, because you're not a fucking man. You're not a fucking man. You're not a man, and you don't decide what a man likes. You don't decide what a man wants. You don't get to fucking decide who the fuck a man be with. You don't get to fucking decide who a man finds attractive. It's not up to you. And furthermore, I've said this more times than I can count, and I'm gonna say it again and again. When I started dark skin activism, the first motherfucking platform in the history of the world to fight against colorism, I started it because I was talking to the black man. I said I was talking to the black man. I was never talking to you bitches. You bitches insert yourself where you don't belong because you're jealous and you don't want the attention to get on the black dark skinned female. You don't want the attention to be taken away from you. Some of y'all, not all of y'all, not all of y'all, not all of y'all, some of y'all. So what you do when you see that the dark-skinned activists have riled the black man up, woke them motherfuckers up out their goddamn sleep and said, bring your ass back to the dark-skinned black woman, a lot of y'all is intimidated. So what the fuck you do? You insert yourself where you don't belong. You start hating. You start hating. You start hating. You're very jealous. You get jealous because you feel that your position is threatened. You don't see it as if it's enough for all of us. It's enough for all of us to shine. You feel your position is fucking threatened. So what you try to do, you try to dirty a dark-skinned woman name. I'm going to do a whole motherfucking live about how you bitches try to dirty a dark-skinned woman name. That's what y'all do, some of them. Not all of them. You try to dirty a dark-skinned woman's name because you feel threatened. Okay? And that's some bum darkism shit. It really is. And I know y'all love for me to be on here talking and running my mouth, but I got some stuff I got to do. This was just on my heart, and I needed to come back on here, and I need to talk to y'all about this. I got to get off here. I got to get out of here because I got stuff I got to get done. But, y'all, That's what it is. Well, Royce M., I love that you came on here and said Clarissa Shields was saying the same thing. And as much as I love Clarissa Shields, and I like her and I support her, Clarissa Shields has benefited off of Rashida Strober, the dark skin activism, because I've been saying this before Clarissa Shields said it. I've been a dark skin activist since 1998, before people knew about Clarissa Shields. So what Clarissa Shields is saying and going through, I've been called it out. And I don't, and Royce M., I know that you don't mean no disrespect, and I don't mean no disrespect to you, but as a dark skinned activist, and as the fact that people have been pretty much regurgitating what I've been saying over the past, I don't know, 20 something odd years and not giving me credit, I have to say stuff like that. I have to let it be known. So that's no disrespect. I've been saying this stuff. Clarissa Shields is really just saying this stuff. She's probably been experiencing it, but I've been the dark-skinned activist saying this stuff over and over. And my work over the years as the dark-skinned activist opened up the platform for people like Clarissa Shields and others to speak. Yvonne, I agree with you, Yvonne. You're right. Yvonne said the world is not nice. I just encourage you to see a therapist, black therapist, to help you manage the trauma. And you know what, Yvonne? I don't disagree with you at all, because I've already gotten therapy and I need to go get some more. You're right. You know, sometimes people take offense when somebody tell them get therapy. I don't. I never take offense, because you're right. My black ass needs some motherfucking therapy, and I'll be the first to admit that. I am traumatized. I am very traumatized. Thank you, Royce M. And I'm glad you didn't take no shade for what I said, because God know my heart. God know I don't mean no shade by letting people know that I'm the world's first and only dark skin activist, and I put this colorism and this light skin dark skin thing on a motherfucking map, because that's the truth. It's the truth. Do your research. Do your research. Anybody think I'm being arrogant? Anybody think that I'm bragging? I'm not. Go do your research. Go do your research. Go do your research, and you'll find out Rashida Strober. Google Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist, and you'll see I got a long track record of speaking out about colorism and dark skin before the internet, before social media. Y'all, I love to talk to y'all. I've arrived at my destination here. I got to get out of here. I got some people on here asking, Quantrell, ask a question. Prairie Justice, ask a question. I'm gonna read y'all a question real quick. I'm not gonna address it right now because I gotta, gather my thoughts. I don't know what my thoughts are right now. Quantrell Mikhail says, what do you think about Jasmine Crockett? Prairie Justice says, what are your thoughts about Carmelo Anthony? With all due respect, because I gotta go, maybe I'll do a video on that so I can let you guys know my thoughts when I have some time, so where I can really sit here and talk to you about it. But sometimes I'm on the run. People say I don't go live enough, but I be out here working and moving. So sometimes what I'll try to do is, while I'm out here working and moving, I'll try to go live and talk to y'all so that I'm consistent. But I do gotta go. So that is to be continued. So don't get upset with me, y'all. I really do gotta go. But one thing I do is I speak from my heart. If I got something on my chest regarding darkism, that's when you really gonna hear me say it. Like I can't. I gotta speak from a place of realness. It's gotta be real. Like I can't really just I don't really just go off of hot topics or whatever. I go off of what's in here and what I'm feeling. And what I'm feeling is I'm still bothered by some information that I received from someone that told me what somebody was saying about me. It's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. I'm really upset, y'all. I'm really upset about, black women feeling like dark-skinned women should not have a man, or they're too ugly to have a man. That really bothers me. I'm really fucking bothered by that. I've been going through it my whole life. I've been going through it. I think I've even told you guys about instances of the darkism experience from other black women when they felt I was too fucking ugly to have a man. And I just got re-triggered all over again by the information that I just got from a particular individual over the last week. It's very upsetting. It's very upsetting. Walk a mile in my shoes. And you guys will begin to understand. I got to get out of here. Thank you, Prayer Justice. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for letting me vent, because this is a vent session. Somebody talk about I need therapy. This is a part of my therapy. This is a part of my therapy. It's a vent session. I'm just as worthy as any other black woman, whether she be light skinned, bright skin, pink skin, purple skin, dark skin, brown. I'm just as motherfucking worthy as any other black woman, or woman for that matter, to have a fucking man. It ain't no motherfucking monopoly on who marries or dates the black man. It ain't no monopoly. But some of you think that because you are a certain skin tone, you think you done cornered the market on who marries and dates black men. You think you're fucking better. That's what it really boils down to. You think you better because you're lighter. That's what the fuck y'all don't want to admit. That's why I'm the world's first and only motherfucking dark skin activist. Because I've been saying this shit for the longest. Viola Davis just jumping on the dark skin colorism train as well. I'm just being honest. Some of y'all gonna take offense that I'm saying that actresses and people are plagiarizing my movement, but I'm telling the truth. Whether they whether they realize it or not. Viola Davis is jumping on, just like Lupita Nyong'o. Both of them jumped on the colorism bandwagon once it became popularized via social media. That's what they did. They weren't originators of this. They didn't pop out in their career talk about, ooh, I'm dark skinned, I'm having a hard time. Show me where Viola Davis or Lupita Nyong'o in the beginning of their career came out and started advocating against colorism. You can't. You're not going to be able to find that. They're jumping on the bandwagon. I'm just saying. I don't, and with all due respect, Yvonne, I don't need to read Viola Davis's book because I don't like the fact that other dark-skinned women who I know that didn't have a part in initiating this conversation on colorism and dark skin. I know I did. I know these women didn't have a part in that. I know they're benefiting from my work, but y'all can't see that though. Y'all think I'm just being arrogant when I say this, but I'm actually telling the truth. I gotta go, y'all. I got a call coming through. But I thank y'all for listening to the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And I love y'all. I respect y'all. And I will talk to y'all again soon. I hope y'all have a fantastic day and a fantastic rest of the week. Darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. The Cash App is $ RASHIDA'Lala. You can find all my information in the description to this live. And I thank y'all for listening to the world's first and only dark skin activist. Bless y'all.